Hi guys, it's Angie. Just to interrupt you guys real quick, I just want to address something that during the whole video process, I had 2 cameras propped, and there was a moment where my second camera, when recording ingredients, did not record anything. The battery ran out. I didn't notice, so that is on me. And you're just gonna have awkward angles of me trying to show my camera ingredients when it wasn't recording anything at all. But that is it. I don't know why I feel like I should address that, but yeah, that's it. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. Hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Angie. Hope you guys are doing well today, and for the people that are new, welcome. My name is Angie. Nice to meet you. Hope you guys are doing well in quarantine. I am trying to manage on my own as best as I can, and due to the climate of today's world, a lot of things are happening. More than expected that should have been happening a long time ago. So today's video is gonna be me showing you guys how to make one of the most delicious and honestly underrated cakes that I would expect to come by, and it's carrot cake, or more specifically, coconut walnut pineapple carrot cake. Of course, that combination might seem odd to you, but together in a beautiful cake will come out very moist, delicious, and something to have, especially if you're craving something sweet. And if you want to continue watching to see how this delicious carrot cake is made, by all means, keep on watching. And yeah. So the amount of ingredients in this cake might seem kind of daunting due to the fact that there's a lot of things that I didn't know what they were, or initially what they were used for in this kind of cake. I'll help you break down the whole process, don't worry about it. Well, let's go down to the ingredients list. Especially if you don't have these kind of ingredients at home, you can have substitutes or just make your own DIY versions of it and it will do just fine. So I got you on that. So let's go down the ingredients list. First, we'll start with the dry ingredients, which will be flour, baking powder, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, and brown sugar and white sugar. That's about it for the dry ingredients. And now for the wet ingredients, you're gonna need vegetable oil, buttermilk, pineapple, crushed pineapple, most cases just the pineapple juice, not the heavy syrup because that's too sweet. Coconut, sweetened coconut preferably, and 3 eggs. Oh, and most importantly, carrots. That's the essential ingredient for this cake. Carrots in this case will be more preferably shredded, freshly shredded. I know it's kind of cumbersome and very messy, but they help with the quality of the cake. And also, most importantly, walnuts. You have the option of not adding nuts, so I just do it because it tastes better for me personally. Without further ado, let's get started on the cake. So now we are at the baking station, so you're gonna have 2 points of view on how this cake is gonna be deconstructed or constructed, whichever way you wanna name it, but this is the baking station. Yeah, most importantly, don't forget washing your hands, especially when you're baking, cooking, or doing anything in general. That's just common sense. I don't know why people don't do that, so wash your hands. Let's not forget a handy dandy apron. This apron has come back and will come back for the series. I just poked myself. Oops. Before starting, we have to preheat our oven to 350 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but Fahrenheit, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so that is now done. We're gonna start with prepping our ingredients. First off, we gotta do carrots. I already did these beforehand. I was smart for the first time in a while. So I did this beforehand so that I could save myself time filming this. So 2 cups of carrots, and I don't know how much that is in grams, but I'll put that somewhere in the screen. 2 cups of carrots, done. For the wet ingredients, the buttermilk specifically, not a lot of people have buttermilk, so particularly buttermilk is used to add more leavening to a cake, to a pancake. That's why buttermilk pancakes have that airy taste and richness in the pancake itself, due to the fact that it's buttermilk. So most cases, if you only need like 1/2 cup, and for this recipe specifically, you need 3/4 cup. So I'm not gonna buy a whole jug of buttermilk. I will teach you how to make your own homemade buttermilk. It's gonna be ready in less than 10 minutes. You can let it sit on the side while you prep the rest of your cake. There's one way to do buttermilk. You can do 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I have a freshly washed lemon ready to go. You massage it through and get all the juice out, so you have a good little workout beforehand. Very fragrant. Okay, it's very fragrant. And if you don't have lemons, don't worry, I got you on that too. I tried 1 tablespoon of white vinegar with a mixture of milk, and the same thing, set it aside for 10-15 minutes or until it's curdling. Almost looks like spoiled milk, but it really isn't. It's just the coagulation of lemon juice and acid to a base milk. Science.
Bill, not a science guy. Bill.
While watching TikTok, I did not know this is a trick to get the best out of your lemon without the seeds. This lemon here, and a chopstick or a skewer, or whatever you have at home, and you poke it with a skewer. So, and you're gonna see magic happening. And like that. Ow! There's no seeds, and I hit myself with the cupboard. There we go. Oh my god. Look at that. And no seeds, so you save yourself the trouble and the mess. Look at that, 1 tablespoon exactly. So because this recipe only needs 3/4 of a cup, you can use the 1/4 cup or any pancake recipe or any recipe in particular. Yeah, that's about 1 cup. And you pour it in with your lemon juice. And then now you stir it up. And you let it chill to the side for about 10 to 15 minutes or whenever you see curdling on the top. Now we're gonna cut 1 cup's worth of walnuts. And if you don't want walnuts, that's okay. Just leave it out and it will still taste good. I just like walnuts. Okay, we got our walnuts here. So now we measure about 1 cup worth of walnuts. Yeah, that's about it. Chop them up very nice and small so that you don't have like a big chunk of walnut when you bite into your cake. Hope you guys are doing well in quarantine, by the way. I feel like I'm not talking to you guys enough, so I'm gonna engage with my audience. I hope you guys are doing well during quarantine. Do with what's happening in the world. Yeah, it's kind of hard to just have time for yourself. By all means, have time for yourself. And also, by the way, Black lives do matter. And whoever says it doesn't are racist. And we don't support racists on this channel. Just an FYI. That's getting too political, am I right? But anyways, chop your nuts until they're finely chopped and you will have some small pieces. This is still not chopped, so I'm gonna continue chopping. It might get a little messy, so by the way, so don't judge me on my cutting skills. I'm not a professional. I worked in a bakery for about like 2 years. No, about a year, like give or take. We have our nuts prepped and ready, so we'll leave those aside. So now we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. I bought a whisk. I finally bought a whisk. This is like a set of 2, but I bought a new whisk. Now I don't have that tiny little one that hurt my hand. I threw it away. Let me see. So what I learned from baking is that when you have flour, especially compacted flour, which nowadays, I don't know, hopefully you can find flour, I don't know, in your local grocery store, but flour, when it's condensed and packed, it's kind of like airtight and doesn't have enough air, so you're gonna have to whisk it or just with a spoon or fork, whatever you have. Now see, you have a cup of flour, but it is not leveled, so that you don't have to get too much or too little of flour. You have just enough flour and the recipe won't be wonky. But if you're kind of slow and running low on time, don't worry that you can do the regular scoop and pour method. But always remember, level your flour before you do anything else. Every time I explain these baking videos, I forget, sift all your dry ingredients. And I just poured it again. Okay, so we're gonna sift this. There we go. You have these chunks that you don't want. So what brown sugar does is adds a very rich and caramel flavor. What you would get from white sugar just makes things more sweeter. In this case, I made a little adjustment to how much sweetness I wanted. We're only gonna use white sugar in the dry ingredient. You'll see why. So see, this is what I mean. Look, you're gonna get this big boy. Do you want this big boy in your cake? I don't think so. Add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There we go. And then we do 1 teaspoon of salt. For their spices, this is what's gonna add spice to your cake. You want sugar, you want spice, and you want everything nice. That's what you want in this cake. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Add 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, no, I'm not gonna sneeze. 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Sift that all together and get a fine powder. After all your dry ingredients are ready and done, so with a whisk, mix them all together and have a nice fine powder. And hopefully don't get it all on your face. Just look at that. That's a nice mix of ingredients. Now you put that to the side, which is off screen. Now we put our wet ingredients. This is gonna add the nuttiness, the caramelness, the deliciousness of carrot cake that you will not get with white sugar. You only will get sweetness with white sugar. And for the reason that I couldn't sift this is because this is more stickier sugar. It has molasses in it, so it's not gonna be easy to sift as white sugar would be. Here, I'm gonna show you. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but that is buttermilk. There's like the coagulated or the acid and the base on the top of the surface of your milk. And that is what you want for your cake. You want it airy, you don't want it dense. This is a dense cake, but not dense like a pound cake. This is a carrot cake. It's gonna have moisture and airiness. So buttermilk is gonna help with your recipe. So we're gonna measure out 3/4 cup of buttermilk. And one hand, woohoo! Hey, we got a second one. Please, oh god damn it. Spoke too soon. They got eggshells. Try to avoid eggshells in your recipes. I'm not saying you're gonna get the perfect crack at every time, but try your best to avoid eggshells. There we go. With a whisk, you're gonna whisk all that together. There we go. You're gonna mix up 1 cup of coconut, and if you don't like coconut, it's okay, you can opt out. And I will put, I don't remember what a substitute for coconut would be, but I'll mention it, I'll edit it in here, I'll make sure of it. Along with pineapple, which is 3/4 cup, a crushed pineapple can. I'm gonna open this with a can opener. I dropped it, don't worry, it's fine. Ah, my poor pineapple. They don't deserve this justice. Alright, where is the can opener? Drain it as much as you can so it won't be too soggy in your cake. Put this to the side, or you can drink it. And we come back. And put this again to the side. And we come back. If you don't like pineapple, and if you're allergic to pineapple, which has happened before, by all means you can opt out to applesauce. That's what I read. Or yogurt. Or sour cream. But one of those options, you can opt them out for pineapple if you don't want pineapple in your cake. And the whole point of this cake, the carrots, alongside your 1 cup of walnuts. Or pecans. That works too. And mix all that together. Wow, it smells so good. I really recommend you guys try it. It's really good. If you don't like carrot cake or you've never tried carrot cake, then this is the perfect time to start this recipe and just try it out for yourself. And with the freaking rest of the ingredients is gonna be delicious. Baking should be fun. It should not be serious. Huzzah. Oh, this smells so good. I've done this cake for about 3 to 4 times, or 5, give or take, but regardless, I still can't get enough of the smell. It's so good. And I know it has raw eggs, but come on, like, you can't, like, it's that good. That is enough mixing. I don't want to overmix everything. So my spatula, make sure I got everything incorporated. I'm done mixing. So that's the hard part of the whole process. Now, time to clean up. That is the messy part of the whole process. We're gonna come back after these short messages, and then we'll bake the cake. Ah, I'm a genius, I'm a genius. Yes, hello. We're at the oven, which is now preheated. So with your butter, because this cake is usually made for a 9x5 pan, I don't have a 9x5 pan, I have this pan. I don't know what size this pan is. Hopefully I figure that out post-editing, but yes, you get a little pan and make sure to butter it on all the sides and in the middle so that it doesn't stick when you cook it. And then you get a piece of parchment paper. Don't get wax paper. Wax paper burns in the oven. Learned that the hard way. Now our beautiful carrot cake mixture will enter the pan. I think I poured a little too much, but we'll see how that works. Don't burn me, thank you very much. Okay, there you go. So now to wait 30 to 35 minutes, I think. I don't remember. Or until your cake is fully cooked. Cooking too fast, put an aluminum foil over it. Now, after all that waiting, all that shredding and grating, you finally have the fruit of your labor. Delicious carrot cake. Moist, brown, all over caramelization, and the cross section is amazing. On top, add your favorite cream cheese frosting. Mine happens to be from a can because I don't know how to make it yet, but that doesn't matter. We have a carrot cake. Hi guys, welcome to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you want to enjoy more videos like that in the future, don't forget to subscribe to the red button down below, and also don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you'll be notified on a new video on the channel. And if anything, this should teach you on how to make a good carrot cake and not to take yourself too seriously when it comes to baking, because you can clearly see throughout the whole video I was just all over the place. Baking is all about having fun, enjoying what you want to create, and in the end you'll have a beautiful carrot cake. Or if for anything you do and any passion you are taking on, especially during this time, enjoy it, don't take yourself too seriously, and have fun. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you guys are. And also don't forget to stay safe, wear a mask, and wash your hands. But yeah, that is it for me, and see you in the next video. Bye!